Oh, hello. We're 28 weeks pregnant. Did you know that that means we're in the third trimester? I think technically everybody thinks you're in the third trimester at 28 weeks. So welcome. I was pretty excited to get into the third trimester because it feels more like we're in the home stretch now. Like you should be as large as you are. Like it's because you're in the third trimester, you know? I halfway celebrated when I turned 27 weeks and other halfway celebrated when I turned 28 weeks. Now I don't care anymore that I'm 29 weeks, but that's in the future. Okay, so 28 weeks was actually, again, pretty uneventful. Most of what's going on is baby doing stuff, I think. He is getting really big, which is exciting. Every week he puts on like half a pound at this point, or is starting to, or I don't know. But he's getting pretty big and he's actually running out of space. He's getting close to that, which is crazy. I didn't think that would happen for a few more weeks. So I can actually tell where he is for the most part, kind of, or at least like where his chest and butt are. So when I feel his hiccups, I can kind of tell, okay, that's where his chest is, of course. And then every now and then I'll feel this like lump, like poke out of my stomach. And that is his booty. Especially if you press on it and like the whole baby moves, that means it's baby booty. He still moves a lot. Like he like flirts with the idea of being left occiput anterior, which is what you want, I think. I mean, he flirts with whatever you want, which is like on the left with his back facing my stomach, head down. He tends to end up back on the right. So I think he's kind of like, I'm practicing for birth, but then he's like, I'm still more comfortable over here. I understand that because I really try to sleep on my left side, but in the middle of the night I wake up and I'm on my back and I'm like, okay, just turn back over. Which in and of itself, quite hard turning around. But I figured out a system now for turning in bed where, you know, usually when you turn in bed, you use like your body. You can't do that when you're pregnant. So I've got this like elbow and like arm system where like I prop everything up with my upper body strength, which has actually really improved since I've been pregnant. I think it was the fact that I've been doing yoga a lot. When you do chaturanga, yoga push-up, and you're gaining like 2 pounds every week, your arms are gonna get stronger. So I am in third trimester yoga now, and we don't really actually do chaturangas anymore, probably because we're all so heavy. So we do this like girl push-up kind of thing, you know, but that's fine with me because it was getting rough. So anyway, yeah, I have this like flippy system where I like use my elbows and I don't feel like I'm straining my bump because I'm kind of scared of getting like diastasis or whatever, where your abdominal muscles separate. Ooh, I don't want that at all. And so I try to not strain them so that they would separate. So I like use elbows, and I've also added pillows to the routine this week. I have a total of 6 regular pillows and 1 body pillow. Could probably just use 1 snoogle, but I don't actually like the snoogle. I think it's because I sleep on the left and in the bed, and I have to sleep on my left, and then I use the snoogle and it like traps me so I can't go to the bathroom. I have to like jump over it to go, and that's just not, it's like you're already like having trouble flipping over when you're pregnant in bed, like much less jumping over a body pillow in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And that happens a lot when you're pregnant. You get up a lot to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, which up until recently, I hadn't really been going to the bathroom that much in the middle of the night, which felt like I was really grateful for that but lately I've been doing a little bit more, not too bad, it's not too bad, but snoogle jumping, cool. So I can tell where the baby is based on like the lumps I feel, which I think is belly mapping for dummies. I'm like, oh, there's a lump, that's him. We picked a name. So how this worked is, you know how I've told you like on 3 separate occasions that I gave my husband a deadline to pick the name. I was like, honey, pick the name. You can pick the name. We had like 3 options. Just pick it, because I would be fine with any of them, right? So I gave him this opportunity like a few times, and of course he missed every deadline because he doesn't really want to pick it, I don't think, and I'll tell you why later. And last week we were discussing the name Sawyer, and had become sort of trendy and didn't really like that too much. So we did not pick Sawyer, we picked Leo. We may give him a longer name, but the reason that we thought about Leo was my grandfather on my mom's side died when she was like 5. He was like super rad, awesome dude. He was like a fighter pilot and then owned a photography store, which is crazy because like I'm a photographer and I just am like, we would have so much in common. You're so cool. He like played the banjo in this parade where they wore all these like headdresses and stuff. It was really cool. So kind of like the idea my whole life, if I had a son, naming him something related to my grandfather to kind of honor him, even though I never met him, obviously. My husband liked the name Leo, and that works. Did I tell you my grandfather's name? It's Leonard. Okay, I don't think I even mentioned that. The issue is that neither of us likes the name Leonard. It's like kind of Leonard. I don't know. I don't really like it. It's not my favorite name. We kind of just scrapped that and we're like, well, we don't really want to name him Leonard and then just call him Leo. So eventually I was like talking on some forums and stuff like I always do. And one of the girls mentioned, you know, it doesn't have to be identical to be a namesake. And I thought that was a really good point. Why does it have to be identical? You know, like there are girls named after their dads and stuff that it's not identical by any means. I'm getting really bright. Ah, is it gonna stay bright? So once we kind of came to terms with the fact that it doesn't have to be identical, we started really considering the name Leo. And my husband, he's a big soccer fan. And he liked the idea of naming the baby Lionel after Lionel Messi, who also goes by Leo, just saying. But since we don't live in Spain and we don't live in Argentina, pretty sure that everyone will call him Lionel and ask if we named him after Lionel Hollins, the Grizzlies coach, which is not a bad idea. But we kind of decided no Lionel. And then, I don't know, we kind of settled on the idea that Leo is an okay name, like by itself. You know, you kind of think like, I have to name him Leonardo or like Leonidas or like, I don't know, you have to give him this like long ass name for whatever reason, but we'll see. But that's his name. So name, that's the name. Okay. Other than that, I don't really have any new symptoms or anything this week. I'm definitely like super pregnant and huge. Other than that, not a lot of new stuff. So my belly button is kind of the same as last week, but I noticed he was in this position, which is really funny, where I was feeling hiccups like right below my belly button. So I assumed like his back was right along my belly button, and my belly button was like completely popped, but then it went back. So I guess like he popped it out and then moved and it kind of like deflated a little. It was really weird. I'll show you my belly, I guess. We got nothing else to do. So look at bellies. Okay. Ooh, teach my belly. I'm staying on my toes. Okay, so we're on the side. It's like almost popped, but not quite. I don't know if it's gonna get any worse. I don't know. I also have like some linea nigra, but it's not bad. It's not like super brown or anything, so that's cool. And do you see any stretch marks? I don't see any yet, but I will. Oh my God, is that a stretch mark? No, that's pants. That's my pants. Whoa! For the love of God, stop changing. Only other symptom, and I think this has been going on for a while, but I noticed it really badly yesterday. So I got a new like bikini bottoms, and so I was like, I'll just wear a bikini top that I already have. Why not? And I can't fit any of them. Got a lot of colostrum working in my favor. Pretty cool. And I think I'm like leaking a little bit, which is new. They're ready, I guess, for him anytime. I'm not ready for him anytime. He needs to cook longer. At the end of 28 weeks, I had gained 11.9 pounds, which is actually less than the week before. But then the first day of 29 weeks, I was up 14.5 pounds. So I don't go up incrementally like ounces. It goes like I'm the same weight every day and then I go up like 2 pounds or something. So I don't know if like some of it's gonna fall off and I just ate too much like ice cream last night or like what, but here's what I've been craving this week. I want you so bad, it's driving me mad, it's driving me mad. And here's what I look like. Come back next week. Oh, and please subscribe. I'm gonna do this out of focus. Please subscribe.